you were out of Western Michigan, right?
That's right.
Cal
And
was,
a walk-on.
You were a walk-on at Western.
I walked on.
Are you from the state of Michigan?
I'm from Flint, Michigan. Born and raised.
Okay.
Walked on to the football team. Had a $500 art scholarship.
To Western?
To Western Michigan.
Okay.
But, after a year and a half, earned my scholarship and went on and got drafted in the NFL, which was crazy.
So
I was an athlete, man. I was actually a defensive end in college.
Okay.
Really small, 225, you know what I mean? Just playing against all these big guys.
So you had some Freeney, Randall, spin moves, bull rushes and stuff
man.
like that?
But I actually was on the strength team, what is it, the national strength team. I had literally broken, power cleaning records and different stuff because I was a strong athlete.
What's the most you've lifted?
Oh my God!
Come on now.
I had a 420 bench, but I ran a 4.5 40.
Come on!
I was an athlete. That was the thing. I mean, the only thing but this is the thing. I couldn't catch. I couldn't throw.
Right.
I could just literally take tremendous amounts of pain. That was my ability. I could really run my head into anything. And that got me on 3 teams over 7 seasons, 7 years. But I was on the Rams, Packers, Chargers, Redskins, Eagles, just jumping all around with my wife and kids. Rhine Fire, as you mentioned before.
The Rhine Fire and the NFL Europe League. But before we get to that, I'm looking here. So what was your draft day like? Were you home, just waiting for the call?
First of all, I was home, and I had thought, oh my God, I'm gonna get drafted 3rd round because all athletes have to have this tremendous amount of entitlement and hubris in order to get going. And my wife was like, I don't think you're gonna. And I was like, no, babe, don't say it. I'm gonna go 3rd round, 2nd round. Man, we waited all day. And I had a barbecue. All the people were over it. They went home. They were like, we'll see you tomorrow, And then the next day happened, because that's back when you had the draft in a couple days.
Yep.
And oh my God, I thought I'm out. I didn't get drafted. And I remember, listen to me, I was sitting on my steps of my mom's house crying, literally tears. And my wife was like, hey. She literally grabs me. She said, listen, this is your dream. This is what you always wanted to do. You know what? You're going to go free agent. You're going to do what you got to do, but you are going to wake up and you're not going to just feel sorry for yourself, and you're going to make sure you get this shot. And I was like, you're right. You're right, baby. You're right. I will make it. And you know what happened? The phone rang. I thought the draft was over, and it wasn't. The phone rang. It was the LA Rams. They said, you've been drafted in the 11th round. I was like, this is the thing, man. You can never give up because you think it's over, and it was not over yet.
So do you remember who was on the phone for the Rams?
Ronnie Jones, linebacker coach for the LA Rams.
For the LA Rams.
Never forget it, man.
So in 91, was Dickerson still there?
No. That was John Robinson was the coach.
Right.
Jim Everett was the but I backed up Kevin Green. I was Kevin Green's backup.
Come on.
Amazing.
What was
one
that
of the
like?
best people in the world. Let me tell you, man. He's, what's up, Daddy? What's up, T? Hey, T. Cruz, come on over here, buddy. Let's do it. He literally talked like a wrestler all the time. But he was so encouraging, and he was like, T, hey, what's up, man? Do your thing, man. And Jackie Slater was on the team. I got to work up against. It was like going in that locker room. Now I have to say, the NFL was a little bit different then.
Yep.
When I remember walking into the locker room, the first thing I saw was a guy smoking. He was like, hey, man, how you doing? Hey, your locker's over there, dude. Locker's over there, man. And I was like, what is happening? That was 91. You know what I mean? That was old school,
Yeah.
It was. People were real, man. They were real.
91 to 93, and then you were the Chargers in 94. Does that mean you were on the Super Bowl team? Did you go to the Super Bowl?
No, I didn't. I got cut. I got cut by the Packers.
Okay.
Picked up 2 days later in the 93 season.
Okay.
And signed with the Chargers. Spent all year with Bobby Ross, Junior Seau, Gary Plummer, just all Stan Humphries was a quarterback.
That was the team.
And then I came back the next year and got cut. And listen, this was the twisted part. Mm-hmm. Is that my linebacker coach, I'm blanking on his name right now, but he asked that I stay in town because they were going to bring me back.
The Chargers.
The Chargers. And so all 94, I waited all season and sat there and spent my own money to stay in San Diego, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl.
They did.
And they didn't bring me back. He kept calling me every week. the pain was incredible. When I tell you how to watch them go to the Super Bowl and to think that, okay, next week they're going to pick me up. Next week, he called me. It was really, really hard, man. That was probably one of the most depressing periods of my entire life. It got dark.
So what kept you going, Terry Crews?
Again, I mean, you know what? I'm from Flint, man. And to me, it was like, well, what am I going to do? Go back? You know what I mean? Literally, what was there in Flint, Michigan for me? I mean, you can see it now. You know, you're like, man, the whole city is getting raised, and there was drugs, there was crazy. You couldn't even drink the water. So what is there for me? So I was like, I might as well just keep going forward. It was one of those things where, you know, you have to burn the boats. You know what I mean? You come over and you just burn the boat. I'm going to stay here, and we got to make it work. And you got to fight the winter, and it gets cold. And let me tell you, my wife was with me, man. That was the best part about it. She was like 100%, whatever you want to do, I'm going to support you.
What's her name?
That's great. Rebecca, my wife, Rebecca.
She's here today,
She's
right?
here.
Did she stay in the back? Is she right
That's
over
my
there?
sweetie. 30 years.
There she is, right there on the Rich Eisen Show green room couch.
She's seen it all.
Let's give her a little bit of run over there. Okay.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.